Continuing on in my DJI Pocket 3 video series, in this next installment I want to go over some vlogging setups because I don't know about you, but I intend to use this camera a lot to vlog. Now I already made another video detailing all of the official DJI accessories that were released, but I want to add a few non-DJI vlogging accessories, specifically extendable tripods and some microphone options for getting solid audio from one person and multiple people, or even a whole group. So let's jump into it. First, mini tripods. So if you get the DJI Pocket 3 Creator Combo, it comes with this mini tripod, which you can also buy separately for about $16. Now it's nice for giving you a solid base for the camera, so you can set it down like this, but I personally like to have an extendable tripod to give me a little bit more reach. Specifically, I'm a pretty big fan of the GoPro Shorty, as well as this PGY Tech Mini Tripod. Both are pretty small, but they can also extend up whenever I need that little extra reach. Now both of these mini tripods do come with a little GoPro finger attachment point, so you will have to get this GoPro to 1/4 20-inch mount in order to attach the Pocket 3, but I actually really like the GoPro fingers because it lets you have a little bit of extra wiggle room in terms of positioning the camera. You could also get a mini ball head like this for even more precise positioning. I also really like these selfie sticks by Insta360, but you might want to get a reverse 1/4 20 to GoPro mount in order to have that little wiggle room, because again, it is a little static to just attach the Pocket 3 on top. But I do like these a lot because there are two different lengths available. One is slightly longer and the other is a little bit shorter, but they can get really tall, which can be super helpful for getting drone-like shots with the camera or also overhead shots. They each also have 1/4 20 threads on the bottom, so you can add a mini tripod to give them a base, so you can set them on the ground to use it hands-free. Or you can also use this Insta360 extendable tripod, which is kind of the best of both worlds. It combines a mini tripod along with one of these selfie sticks. Next, let's move on to the Pocket 3 microphone setups for vlogging or interview-style videos. So I'm going to go over 7 different microphone setups using a combination of internal recording, DJI Mic 2 transmitters, and a shotgun microphone. So as a baseline, let's hear what the Pocket 3 internal microphones sound like by themselves. Alright, we are filming with the DJI Pocket 3 using the built-in internal microphones, and we're inside of a rather busy restaurant. It's pretty noisy.
Yeah, restaurants are pretty nightmarish for sound unless you have it handled properly, so you're about to see the difference.
Next, let's add the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, which currently only comes with the Creator Combo, but since the Pocket 3 has a built-in receiver, all you have to do is power on the transmitter and hold down the link button on the side until it turns blue for it to connect to the camera. You don't have to connect any external receiver. So I added the DJI Mic 2 transmitter. I can see the little audio levels on top of the camera going, so I know that it's connected. And you should be able to hear my voice pretty clearly. You won't hear as much the noise inside of the restaurant. And if I ever want to talk to someone else, I can just hold the microphone to them.
So we used to do a little food show where we sit down at the restaurant and we talk about the food. We even have some videos on this channel like that. And actually it is Georgian food like now, but you have to have mics like this, otherwise it's very hard. And then Julian now thinks it's very funny that the mics are so fluffy, so he's rubbing them against his nose.
So yeah, one alternative is to have one transmitter and you can pass it back and forth, or if you're talking to someone else, you can just point it in their direction to get their audio. Is that funny? The next scenario is recording audio directly to the DJI Mic 2 transmitter's onboard recording. It has about 8 GB of storage, and also recording to the Pocket 3's internal microphones. Now this method does require editing to sync the audio tracks together in post-production. So some people were asking if you had the transmitter connected, can you still get audio from the Pocket 3? And no, you can't. This is actually true for all the cameras out there. Like once you connect that external microphone, like that audio track kind of takes over everything else if you're recording directly inside of the camera. So if you want to get more ambient sound, you actually have to do it another way. So I'll show you a couple ways to do it as well. So if you have the Mic 2 transmitter, one way that you can do it is record the audio directly to the Pocket 3 with the internal microphones, which is what we're doing right now. And you can also disconnect the transmitter, and because it has onboard recording, you can actually record audio directly to the transmitter. So if you just press this record button until it starts blinking or it turns red, that means that it's now recording audio directly to the transmitter. And so this way, you'll be able to get audio directly on the transmitter. You won't have any verification that it's working, but you can also come up to the camera and be able to get a separate audio track this way as well. Is that funny, Juju?
It's funny.
Is it soft and nice on your nose? Soft and nice on your nose. Scenario number 4 is my favorite, and this is ideal for recording audio with 2 people by connecting 2 DJI Mic 2 transmitters simultaneously. Alternatively, you can use other wireless microphone systems such as the DJI Mic or the Rode Wireless Pro or Rode Wireless Go 2. But if you use either of these external microphones, you will have to connect that receiver to the camera, which can be a little cumbersome, but it is indeed doable. Alright, so now we have the 2 transmitters connected, and it's kind of cool because there's actually audio levels up top for both of the transmitters, so that's nice because you can verify that they're both connected.
Yeah, and it's very fluffy. But this is the way, if you have 2 subjects, have a little talk show, typically when you do a restaurant, there's not just one person. You talk to a friend or a server or a chef, or it has to be this way.
Now you might notice that the DJI Mic 2 transmitter is great if you have the microphone super close to your subject. But if you want to pick up more ambient sound and also have a better method for placing this microphone in front of someone that isn't just holding it out and sticking it in their face, then using a shotgun or directional microphone might be a better bet. So to do this, you want to make sure that you have the Pocket 3 expansion adapter, which has the cold shoe mount on the side for attaching the microphone to the camera. Or you can use a tripod with a cold shoe mount built in on the side, such as this Ulanzi tripod. Alright, so now I have the Pocket 3 and also the Rode Video Mic Go 2 connected, so we're using that little shotgun. So this is what it sounds like, and if you ever want to get audio from someone else, like Juju and Martin here, we can just spin the camera around and point it in their direction.
What's going on? Oh, you're so serious now.
He's not usually this serious.
Oh, what?
In scenario number 6, I'm going to use a combination of wireless microphones and this shotgun microphone. So all the wireless microphone transmitters, including the DJI Mic 2, the original DJI microphone, and the Rode Wireless Pro and Go microphones, have built-in mics as well as a 3.5mm audio jack that is usually meant for attaching a wired lavalier microphone so you can use the transmitter more discreetly. But you can also plug in another microphone, such as this directional microphone. You can record audio directly to the Pocket 3 and/or to the onboard recording of the transmitter. Now this is ideal if you want the shotgun microphone to be recording audio, but have the microphone be far away from the camera, or if you want to record audio from multiple audio sources. In this demonstration, I used the Rode Wireless Pro, but again, this method works with the DJI microphone and also the DJI Mic 2 transmitter. And so this way you're able to get audio from one transmitter, but also the other microphone is able to get it as well.
And this is good because you can actually get audio from a group this way, like you can interview a subject, like Julian over here. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, he's angry because the food is not coming yet. You see, so yeah, this works perfectly for you, just being Susie at the moment, to interview a group of people.
Yeah, so if I want to ask questions, I'd be able to ask somebody a question, and then I could actually hold that microphone and point it at somebody.
Look, I can go all the way out to the end of the room if I wanted to. Oh, look, our food might be here.
No.
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, good timing. Yes. Well, perfect.
So, yeah, there's some food for us. All right, so you see I can move through the space and I can talk to anybody, and this will get the sound just fine.
Now this last scenario is potentially the most complicated, not only for filming, but especially for editing. But if you have 2 transmitters with onboard recording, then you can disconnect them from the camera and record directly to the onboard storage of those transmitters. Plus record audio from the camera, either through the built-in microphones or with a directional microphone directly plugged in, or another wireless microphone system. You could potentially get 4 audio sources recorded at once, which might sound great, but boy, the editing sounds awful. So you have to weigh the risks for this one and really know what you're doing in post-production. But this is a way to get, up to 4 audio sources all at once. So those are roughly 7 different vlogging or filming scenarios with the DJI Pocket 3. I'm sure that there are many more out there, but that's all that I had the bandwidth for this video. And I hope that it was helpful. This is something that I've had to go through myself because, again, my partner Martin and now Julian, we have a travel YouTube channel where we do vlogging with all 3 of us. And we've always wanted to have multiple audio sources for our cameras, not just the Pocket 3. So we've learned about all of these different microphone setups. We've tested them, previously because of our vlogging channel. So we know that all of these work. Again, some are more complicated than others. So you want to weigh that risk of how complicated you want to get, but you can indeed record multiple audio sources at once. And so let me know in the comments if you have any questions and any ideas for future videos. Again, I have my original Pocket 3 accessory guide out, coming out with a settings guide next, so stay tuned for more Pocket 3 content.